Hey there folks, and welcome to another episode of Day Trading and Swing Trading and Market Report done by InTheMoneyStocks.com. Well, we sure had quite a day today in the markets, that's for sure. Unbelievable action to the downside today, as I'm sure many of you are aware. You had the markets ending down, NASDAQ ending down almost 40 points, and the Dow ending down almost 85. What was so amazing about today is that the selling just continued and continued, and it wasn't selling on light volume, as we've seen the buying on the light volume over the past few days. It was heavy volume. And what you can see here is that we have the E-mini chart again, which I like to go over because I believe it's the most accurate in telling the moves in the market. We had, initially, the market opened 9:30 here, right here, and we had a quick sell and then a buy program, big buy program. Pretty heavy volume in this last candle, and I'm a true believer that what happened there was you got all the average guys to jump on board there. All right, and again, this was based off durable goods orders and a bunch of other so news. But in any case, what had happened was you got this major buy program in, and then a huge reversal. And if you watched the video yesterday, what you saw was me warning you all. We warned you all that there was a possible large reversal coming into the markets. We were right dead on in this call, just like we've been on our calls on gold, oil, the US dollar, and various other stocks. So what you saw here again is a huge sell program come in, an attempted bounce, failure, new low, bounce, failure, new low, and then market closed over here after bouncing a little bit and kind of went flat. Again, the key is that on the E-minis, we usually do about 1 million contracts a day. That's what we've been averaging over the last couple days. Today, 2 million. On the Qs, the QQQ, we usually do 100 million. Today, we did 200 million. Big volume to the downside. Now, what was so shocking to us was that we expected a big sell in the markets. We absolutely did. But what was so shocking to us was that the markets, it's a holiday weekend coming up, and the markets are usually very light volume Thursday and Friday before Memorial Day weekend. And to have such volume come into the market to the downside on the Thursday was very shocking. But as we said, we had predicted this. We just didn't know exactly whether it was going to be before the holiday or after, and it did what it did. And if you remember yesterday, our DXD position paid off dividends huge today. And let's bring up that chart. First, before I bring that up, I want to look at the daily here. And again, I showed you this topping pattern right here in the markets. This doesn't show the drop today, but it closed right here on the 20. So what we're predicting for tomorrow, InTheMoneyStocks.com is thinking we might have a small bounce up on light volume. It'll fluctuate tomorrow, but overall we think that the super light volume with all the traders leaving early for vacation will hold things steady to slightly up tomorrow. Okay, our DXD position. There we go. And again, you can view the whole P&L, the profit loss box, right above the video here. And what I'd like you to show you, bring your attention to, is the bottom we bought on. Now again, we were saying we expected a big reversal in the markets, in which case the DXD, which is 2 times short the Dow 30, would jump. So again, we based our buy over here, all right, and we had this bottom, and then all of a sudden today, bam, right up. And if you look above, you can see we actually sold the position, our 800 shares, for $456 profit today. And the reason we sold again is because we are expecting a move up in the markets, possibly a light bounce tomorrow. And we can always rebuy tomorrow. We do think the markets will continue to drop, meaning the DXD should move up more. But for tomorrow, what we're going to do, we stayed out tonight expecting a little bounce tomorrow, and we'll re-enter tomorrow if it looks appropriate. Alright, the first trade of the day, if you remember from yesterday, we were holding overnight 2,700 CTTY. Now, we told you yesterday that bids had come into the market late in the day, that's why we jumped on, but they only took for 300 of our sell at 142. Well, today, as we predicted, and as we talked about, buying pressure came into the market here, brought it up, and we sold our position at 144 for a gain of $209.99. Alright, our 2,700 shares were unloaded here at 144. The stock went up as high as 150s, but again, we don't like to get greedy in such a thin stock because it's very hard to get out. So you take what you can get. We closed out $250 over the course of this trade over the yesterday into the close and today, and we're very happy with that. Okay, the next trade we did was we picked up the ASTI. Now this is right before the market dumped out, and we noticed DSTI, another solar play, was coming into some buying volume. And this again, as you see right here, was showing buying signs. And then we kind of fell off here. And this is where we thought was a good entry, because DSTI was running even more. And they usually run together. So again, this is a sympathy play, kind of like what we did yesterday. However, when the selling came in the markets, things did not work out so well. So, as you can see, we dumped out here, and even went lower over here. And the reason we held on to this position as a swing trade is because we're expecting that small bounce tomorrow. Alright? If the solar plays stay hot as they've been, on a small bounce tomorrow, we should get a little move up, and we should be able to regain a portion of this trade. Okay? Our next trade was the Qs. Now, the key here in the Qs is that it's obviously a mirror of the NASDAQ for the most part, and we basically played this 3 times, in and out, in and out, in and out, based on our proprietary technical analysis, which showed us when to buy, when to sell. And this is stuff that I will teach you all when you sign up for the stock day trading intraday stock chat. So I encourage you all to do it. If you just want the calls on swing trades, again, there's the swing trade alert system. But this is a day trade. It was actually 3 day trades in which we closed out $260 overall. All right, and again, when you're using tiny commissions, you can just jump in and out and scalp $100 here and there, and you're making quite a bit of money. All right. So again, we had a move up. We dropped hard. Down here we bought because our signal told us to, and obviously looking in hindsight of the chart, now it bounced, but it didn't look like that when we bought it. And we got the bounce here, sold, dropped here, bounce, bought here, sold, again dropped here, bought, and closed it out right here. So 3 times we played this stock, each time making a profit. Okay, for the day we had a closed profit of $925.99, and right now we're holding a trade overnight that's a minus 250. Which we hope to regain a large portion of that, if not go positive overall in the trade tomorrow on a nice little market bounce. Now we'll keep watch of the China market tonight and the Asian market because it could be could drop off based on the U.S. markets, but we still feel the light volume tomorrow will send the market up. If you have any questions, please contact us at inthemoneystocks.com or support@inthemoneystocks.com, or under the contact page you can find a number. You can call us with any questions. We look forward to seeing you in the intraday stock chat. We look forward to, as you can see, our P&Ls are phenomenal. You guys can all do this, and I'll teach you how to do this. You just have to join the day trading stock chat room or the swing trade alerts. Take care, have a wonderful night, and we'll talk tomorrow.